Dear gaming community, as a fellow part of the gaming community, I wanted to say this. Stop. So over the past couple of years, we've seen the gaming community in shambles. Because we're considered ungrateful, or like we just sit around all day. And I am usually defending the gaming community. But there's something we need to talk about. The massive amount of negativity that the gaming community has sprouted over the years with Fortnite, Minecraft, Call of Duty, just everything. It's getting old. It's getting really old that we come off ungrateful. I'm starting to see what casual players mean when hardcore gamers do this shit. They're always complaining. It happened with Call of Duty or Black Ops 6 with the mob vote of Minecraft. I want to talk about this. The recent negativity is getting really old. This is mainly focusing on Call of Duty, but it also focuses on Fortnite. Not so much Minecraft. First off, let's talk about the Minecraft mob vote. Do you guys want to be a part of the community? Like, you do realize that there's a lose-lose situation, right? The mob vote is a lose-lose situation because if they decided to add the mobs that people didn't vote for later on, it'd feel like it was a waste of time to vote. Like, you have to have an account to vote. So it's like you have to sign up for something that in the end wouldn't even matter. Like, people would complain about that. But then we also get this timeline that we're in where it's like people are complaining because you never get the mob. Like, pick a lane, y'all. Next, we're going to talk about the recent Fortnite stuff. There are valid criticisms with Fortnite and the constant nerfing of stuff, and also the lack of passion. But when people constantly complain about every season, like every season's ass, like chapter 5, people ragged on so heavily, and it got old very quick because you dreaded every season in that chapter. You're like, oh great, here we go, people are going to complain again. They're going to find some way to ruin the fun for everybody. And eventually they did. And that's when even casual players, who are usually the most passive people in gaming history, they're even like, okay, this is getting annoying. I'm sorry to say this to anybody watching, but you're gonna have shitters. Like, you can't cry and rave at every season that's not up to par. Which just brings me to Call of Duty. People were shitting on Call of Duty 6 so heavily, especially the zombies. You need to fucking chill. Seriously. We got showcased one map, and people were like, it's over for zombies. This game is so shit. Screw this. Let's get this game canceled. Like, chill the fuck out. One map shouldn't define the entirety of the game mode. It is annoying that happens almost every time. Just because we're not getting the next Nocturne Tone. Just because we're not getting the next Der Riese. Just because we're not getting the next Blood of the Dead. Just because we're not getting the next Kino der Toten. People are crying and raving and getting mad that it's not a life-changing experience. I'm sorry, but here's the law of the world. of gaming, but mostly the entirety of the world. You're going to have shitters, right? That's just the rule of life. You're going to have shitty moments. You're going to have good moments. You're going to have shitty evolutions. You're going to have amazing evolutions. That's just the law of life. If you're constantly evolving, eventually you're going to hit a wall to where you can't evolve anymore. That's why humans are devolving. Because if we were constantly evolving, we would hit a wall eventually, and then we would cause, there would be just chaos constantly. Because if you hit a wall, then it's like, why am I not growing? Why am I not growing? You start like breaking down. And yeah, the law of evolution is that eventually evolution will stop. That's exactly what's going on with gaming. And people cannot handle that. And I get it, okay? I'm almost the same way. I get disappointed whenever you have such an amazing thing, and then eventually the next one is a complete flop. That's why I say that if you have such a substantial game or movie or TV show, that 9 times out of 10 you cannot make a sequel that fulfills the fans' desires. That's why The Last of Us 2 flopped so heavily. Because The Last of Us was so life-changing that there was no way Naughty Dog was going to make a sequel that even comes close to as good as the next game. Or the previous game. People in the gaming community need to chill out. Because all I've seen is that if something's not up to par or better than its previous predecessor, people get angry, dude. They're like, "Oh shit, this is it. It's the end of gaming history. Chill." Okay? Because eventually Call of Duty will make a really good map that everybody's like, "Oh yes, this is it. This is where the passion comes back." I'm the same way with Fortnite. Throughout Chapter 5, I was like, okay, this season, or these seasons in Chapter 5 are not the greatest. Some were dog shit. And then as soon as I heard that we were getting Chapter 2 back, and as soon as I started playing Chapter 2 again, I was like, yes, this is it. This is amazing. Fortnite has had its passion shoved back into its anus. I'm that way too. It is a human thing to be disappointed. However, you should not hate a project just because it's not as good as its competition. And that's it. That's, in the end of the day, that's what it is. Every season of Fortnite, every game of Call of Duty, every map of Call of Duty, every mob of Minecraft is at a competition with itself to be better. And that's not how it should be. Unfortunately, that's what it's come down to. So, gaming community, I doubt that this will be life-changing video. I doubt that anybody will even listen to this. But if you do, you need to chill. Okay? Just because we're not going to have the next freaking Nocturne Totem, not Nocturne Totem, that's... Just because we're not going to have the next Moon, the next Kino, the next Ascension, you shouldn't get mad. Because eventually, the law of evolution states that we will eventually get a good map. Whether it be in this COD 6, COD 7, COD 8, who knows? But eventually, we will get a life-changing map. That is the law of evolution. Anyway, see ya.